Fred Pasella here. So today I want to touch briefly on a topic that a lot of people get confused about, and it's basically the types of tax returns that you should be filing or that your CPA will be filing for you depending on your entity structure or how you're being taxed. So the first one we're going to start off with, the most basic, is the standard 1040 or individual tax return. This is going to be for all the W-2 employees, anyone that might have a 1099 contracting job, or a business owner that is a sole proprietor. And for the business owners that are a sole proprietor or a 1099 job, you're going to be doing a form or a schedule called Schedule C and attach that to your individual return. So this would be the individuals that just have an LLC, but they have not been asked or selected to be taxed as an S Corp or as a partnership. Normally you have to apply before tax season, or you can do a late election for the S Corp or the partnership returns. But most normal LLCs is going to actually just file a 1040. So that's number one, the individual 1040 return. So almost everyone is going to file those. Number two, the most common type of return that we see is going to be the S Corp return. That is going to be an 1120S. So that is going to be a separate business return that is going to be filed separate than an individual's return. So normally a lot of small businesses, they'll have two returns. They're going to have the 1120S, the S Corp return, and then they're going to have the 1040 individual return. So the 1120S, the entity return, you don't pay taxes there yourself. It's going to flow through, that's why it's called a flow through entity, to your individual return at the 1040 level. So the way that works is the 1120S is going to issue a form called a K1, and that K1 is going to get issued to the owner of the S Corp, which would be you in this case, and then you're going to report that income on your 1040, and that's where you're taxed. The last return we're going to talk about is the 1065 partnership return. Very similar to the 1120S, but it's going to be taxed a little bit differently. There will be some FICA and Medicare tax involved, in addition to the federal income tax, but that is the third most common type of return. That is the 1065, and that is another type of return that you normally have to be pre-selected for or apply to be taxed as prior to the tax year. So the three big returns to recap is the 1040,